One of my favorite things in the world to do is to rearrange my house. I used to do it all the time back in Texas, and I have not rearranged anything in this house, and it's been like 9 months. So I think it's time. This is what we're working with. We made a bunch of signs for the teacher strike, but the teacher strike is over. All this needs to be cleared out. And then we have like all the games and stuff. We have like art supplies in there. I don't know if I'm gonna use that closet or not, but I may even wait to do this. My primary focus will be to get all this cleaned out, take my desk apart, bring it upstairs and get that set up. While I'm organizing my office, I want to talk about the pros and cons of working from home. For a bit of background, I've primarily worked from home since I quit bartending in 2009. I initially had a private investigator's job, and I did that for 7 years. Then I worked for a church for a while, and some of that was from home. Most of it was at the church. And now I do social media stuff and I create digital content, and that is a full-time job and I do it from home. To start, I want to go over the pros because it is such a privilege to be able to work from home and it's not something that many people can do. So I think we have to start with the benefits. The number one benefit is being home with my kids. Now, this also has a negative to it, so I'll talk about that later. But it is a really wonderful thing that I've been able to be with them during the summer. I'm with them. We don't have to pay an exorbitant amount for childcare, which so many people do because, once again, it is a privilege to be able to work from home. If my kids ever need anything at school or if they're sick, I'm able to just drop what I'm doing and go get them. I don't have to kind of explain things to a boss. So that's really great. Another big benefit is that I'm able to schedule my workday. I have 5 kids, there's a lot going on, and so I have become a master of working in the nooks and crannies. And it would be impossible for me to be able to do all the things I'm doing and also have to work in a 4, 6, 8 hour chunk. This next one is significant. I have multiple autoimmune diseases, and there are times when my body is really not doing well. And there are those days when I think if I had to get dressed and be presentable and go into an office and just like have this public face on, I don't know that I could do it. I don't know if I could do it very well. So there is a lot of freedom that I experience in being able to curl up in my bed and still on my laptop get things done. It has been a huge blessing. Okay, on to the negatives. Interestingly, I think for every pro that I gave you, there is a negative side to it. So for instance, yes, I get to be home with my kids all the time, but they interrupt me constantly. I have a 2-year-old who is in everything. So I am either accommodating her, entertaining her, or trying to keep her out of mischief, all while I'm trying to maintain focus and be creative. And that is extremely difficult. If something comes up, I'm able to drop everything and go, but that also means that my workday is very fractured. And it is amazing to be able to work in the nooks and crannies and to be able to work from bed when I'm not feeling well, but it also means that I have to entirely motivate myself and stay in a self-disciplined state in order to get anything done. And oh my gosh, that's hard, especially when how I feel fluctuates.